intelligence isn't just beating human at chess or generating funny images. It's actually quietly transforming the gaming industry into a multi-billion-dollar business laboratory. From how games are made to how in-game economies function, AI is rewriting the rules. I'm Alberto Sisto, an experienced manager and a lifelong gamer, and in today's videos we'll explore how AI is reshaping the gaming industry, from behind the scenes in development, from inside the virtual economies where billions flow every year. Let's start with how games are actually made. Development used to mean huge teams of artists, designers, and testers working for years. This is still the case for most of the gaming industry, but now AI is becoming a co-creator. We will touch on 4 main contributions that AI is bringing today to games development. First, procedural content generation. AI can automatically generate maps, quests, and even entire worlds. Take, for example, Minecraft's terrain generation. It's algorithmic, but imagine AI that adapts to your playstyle, creating levels just for you. This means less manual work for developers and infinite replayability for players, a huge boost for retention. Second, NPC behavior and dialogues. If you are a lifelong gamer like me, you for sure remember how NPCs dialogue used to follow predictables and boring scripts. With AI, NPCs can adapt to your actions, remember past conversation, and even create quests dynamically. Take Skyrim for example. Modders in Skyrim are experimenting with AI-driven characters that actually holds conversation with players. This keeps the player more engaged and immersed. Third, asset creation and localization. AI is also speeding up asset creation. Take Ubisoft, for example, that has an AI tool called Ghostwriter that is automatically drafting NPCs dialogue. Generative AI can create textures, 3D models, and even music in a matter of seconds. Localization too, if you think about it. AI can translate texts, adjust voice lines, and even sync clip movements automatically. This cuts costs massively because localization is one of the biggest expenses in AAA development. Fourth, testing and balancing. And finally, playtesting. AI bots can simulate millions of play hours to find bugs or balance problems. Instead of weeks of grinding, AI stress tests systems in a matter of seconds. That means smoother launches, fewer bugs, and happier players. But AI doesn't stop at development. Let's talk now about how it transforms what happens once the game is actually live, inside the virtual economies where millions of players trade, craft, and spend real money. We will see 4 ways AI impacts in-game economies: dynamic pricing, balancing supply and demand, fraud detection and security, and player segmentation and retention. First, dynamic pricing. Think about it like Uber dynamic pricing or Amazon personalization. AI can adjust the price of skins, loot boxes, or bundles based on your behavior as a player. 2 players might see completely different offers depending on how much time they spent playing or how likely they are to actually spend money in the game. This isn't science fiction, this is already happening in most free-to-play games. Second, balancing supply and demand. AI can also balance supply and demand. It can tweak loot drop rates or crafting material scarcity to avoid inflation or deflation. Remember, for example, Diablo 3 auction house collapse? That happened, for example, because the economy spiraled out of control because the values weren't balanced. With AI, studios can prevent it, keeping the market fair. Third, fraud detection and security. Another big use of AI is actually fraud detection. AI can spot bot farms, gold seller, and even identify suspicious trade patterns. This can save companies a lot of money and protects players from scams, which improves players' experience. Fourth, player segmentation and retention. Now we get probably to the most controversial point, player segmentation. AI can segment players into groups, for example, whales, socializers, or completionists, and tailor offers and events for each specific group, clearly boosting retention. It can even predict when a player is about to quit and intervene with a discount, a gift, or a new challenge that boosts engagement and makes revenue more predictable. Of course, using Uncle Benjamin's words, with great powers come great responsibilities, and I would add, risks. On the development side, for example, AI could reduce the need for creative jobs like artists, writers, and testers. Will games lose their human touch if too much is automated? On the in-game economies, on the other side, dynamic pricing can feel predatory at times. Imagine, for example, AI knowing the exact moment when you lost a game or a match, you are frustrated about that, and offers you a weapon upgrade that can boost your power. Is this smart business or is this exploitation? Regulators in both US and Europe are already discussing about these issues. So here's the big picture. AI is reshaping the gaming industry no matter what, in two fundamental ways. First, it makes development faster, cheaper, and more creative. Second, it manages in-game economies with the same sophistication as Wall Street traders. Together, these changes will reshape the way we play and how the industry makes billions for the years to come. If you have enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the subscribe button below. Every week, I'll post a video about the business of gaming or gameplay. I'm Alberto Sisto, and this is Level Up Economics. See you in the next one.